Yo, what's up guys? Since you clicked on this video, I guess you're interested in how the 6 month challenge is going. So this is what we're going to talk about. We are 3 months in. This is the overview of how November went. As you noticed, this video is a little bit shorter than the other ones. That is because I don't really have a lot of new things to share actually, because November was different and had its challenges. You've noticed is that the title, things don't always go as planned. Um, in this sense, it was mainly because winter has started.
Winter is coming.
Winter has fully started, but throughout November it started getting darker sooner. It started getting colder, and clearly had this effect on me, on my feeling of feeling rested, on my level of productivity and motivation as well. Because I've noticed that when winter is coming, I have a lot less energy, and that's probably because of the whole thing that it's getting that it's dark sooner. So the main thing I've been struggling with is getting out of bed. Absolutely, because in the morning I couldn't get out of bed. Like many of the times I set my alarm, and when my alarm went off I snoozed, and many of the times I stayed in bed for an hour longer, just because I didn't feel rested. I didn't have the motivation to go on, to get up. That's the main thing that's been happening, I think, which made me lose some precious hours maybe. But all with all, I don't mind it that much, because I maybe think I truly think balance is important. Balance between work and rest and listening to your body. And I think this is just a normal cycle of winter is darker, is colder, is some animal go in hibernation. I know we humans don't, but in some sense we lose some energy or we lose some motivation. Doesn't mean that I just think like, oh, never mind. I still want to get productive and the things done that I want to get done. But it's mainly more to think about what are the things that I find important and what are the things I want to get done actually. And for November, I've fully realized that for me, the focus is more on balance and rest, and mental ease, than it is on hard work and productivity and stuff like that. And also mainly on relationships. COVID is going through Belgium is going through a fourth wave here because of COVID. So there are more and more restrictions again. So taking the time to spend time with friends, be it digitally or being able to go outside and meet up, is something that's really important to me. And yeah, I've just really realized how important relationships are to me, and how they make me feel, and how they how I feel about them. I'll maybe go quickly through the several categories that I've made. On a health basis, things are going really well. I've found a diet that works for me. I'm following it. I've been going to the gym quite regularly. Most of the time it was 4 times a week. But I've had a week in which I took more rest, so I've went like once or twice, which was necessary. So again, balance and listening to the body. And also mental health, I started meditating a lot more, taking the time in the morning, and it really helps me, because like my head is always all over the place. I'm like always thinking about something, and I know how exhausting that may be. So I'm working on it to sometimes get more into the present and see things as they are now, instead of thinking of something else. And meditation is certainly a huge help in that. Concerning wealth, as I've said in the last video, I will mainly focus on reading more books and like learning more about financial stuff first, because I don't have that knowledge, and I don't think it's a good idea to get into practical stuff without having the general knowledge and financial literacy about it. Concerning that, I'm currently reading a book. I'm reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. And I've got some more books on the list, but that I've mentioned as well in the last video. So nothing much has changed in that aspect. except that I started reading that book. Concerning relationships, I've been sending some friends, some of my closest friends, some voice messages, and that is something I truly recommend to do that. Like, go to a chat with a friend and just record a voice message in which you just tell them what they mean to you, what you appreciate about them, and in what way they inspire you, in what way they are, what aspects of them really intrigue you or motivate you. And like every time the response I've gotten is there's a closer sense of friendship. Like, people really appreciate it, they feel good by it, they really thank you for it as well. And you just feel a closer relationship when you can actually say these things. Like, you can have a relationship in which, like, you're good friends with someone, but if you actually communicate that to the person, that makes your bond a lot closer, because that person knows it then and knows we can talk about that. And even the sentence saying I love you to a friend is not something we do a lot, but I believe we should do that more. It's such an easy sentence, but it has a lot of weight to it. So to really say to someone, hey, I love you, as a friend, I think you're valuable to me, you're worth a lot to me, that really does something with people. So I would totally recommend doing that. And I've generally been meeting up with some friends more, and I've really been enjoying it, like having some good conversation, just putting the work aside and just focusing on that person at a time. It's amazing how good that can make you feel, or at least to me. And then lastly, characters maybe a bit more hard, because of course focus and productivity has gone down, but I don't mind it as much. But it's still a working point, because when I'm working, actually, I sense myself being distracted a lot. So that's something I can generally work on. But further on, generally, discipline and focus is something I know I can work on. But I have some ideas. I have done some research on the subjects. I've made my own video with some tips on how to raise productivity, so maybe I can just sometimes try them out myself as well, because that's what I'm supposed to do. That's it for this video. It was a short little recap. The month was a bit different. Thank you for watching. Thank you if you're still here. And the fact that you're watching this means you're on this journey with me and think that it's important as well, or maybe you want to try it out yourself. So I appreciate that. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.